Young here, and today I'm very excited because finally, the Rise at Monterrazas showroom is finally complete. Ang daming nagme-message sa social media requesting for a full tour, and ito na yun. But this is not just going to be a regular tour. We'll definitely experience what it feels like to live in Monterrazas, but we'll also discuss these small details that make it extra special, and you can also apply to your own project. So let's mix and match na ng konti. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and I hope you love the project as much as we do. Okay, so before tayo pumasok guys, si The Rise at Monterrazas has several different units. Merong 2-story units, merong units with pool. This unit right here is our 3-bedroom unit. This is our most popular unit. And meron pa tayong mga few units available. So just in case you're interested, hit the link down below. But without further ado, ito na. So the whole concept of being in The Rise at Monterrazas for all the bedrooms, including this 3-bedroom unit, is the indoor-outdoor living space, which is unlike any other condo development. Dito talaga we get to experience na yung lifestyle mo as a resident here is para kang nasa bungalow instead of a condo unit. You don't feel like you are in an enclosed space. Very open, very maaliwalas, which I'll show you as we go along. So dami kong teaser, pero dito would be the private area. So this has 1, 2, 3 bedrooms. Meron tayong living space there. I'll show you later. On this side, we have a more functional area, and then may kitchen din tayo. But we'll start off our tour with this room. Along with the concept of really being house, meron tayong storage room, which you can also convert into quarters for your house angels. Meron tong nakaabang for aircon if you wish, and meron silang sariling bathroom. So it really depends on the owner on what they want to do here. This can be a home office if they wish. This can be a laundry room. Ang daming flexibility. We just want to add a level of functionality to the unit itself. And on the other side, you're led to the powder room. So pag may mga parties, kompleto na powder room, ready to go. After the powder room, you're led to this hallway, and on this side you have the veneers. On the other side, this is clad in travertine, so you can opt for the standard finish, and this is more of a premium finish. You can opt for this also. So lahat ng mga nasa model unit, all the fixed items, meron din tayong option just in case you like na pwede mong gamitin. So this is our travertine finish, but this is also one more added function that we place. Aside from that main kitchen, this has a wet kitchen. So if ever merong mga gusto magluto na mas madumi ng konti or may amoy, dito siya pwede siyang enclose. This can also double as the pantry, and a separate refrigerator pwede rin dito, or chiller. Just so that it really feels like home. You have everything you need right here. But the magic talaga is it opens up to this space right here. You have the kitchen, you have the dining, and you have the living room area. So we'll start off with the kitchen area. This is all done by Polyform. Polyform is a very premium, high-end brand of kitchen. They also do a lot of premium furnitures. The way I like to think about Polyform is nasa Ferrari, Lamborghini levels na yun of kitchen. This is almost as high as you can get, if not one of the highest. So all the Polyform kitchen is standard across all units, whether you opt for the standard finish, the premium finish, or whatever unit you choose. Kasama na rin tong beautiful sintered stone dito. I like sintered stone. Feels like travertine, but it is so much more hardy, so much more durable. Hindi to nagsistain. Para siyang tiles, but better on your countertop. So ito, sintered stone. So ito yung mga details na the higher-end cabinetry makers really take time to consider. So you have this beautiful glass cabinet, but if you notice yung hinge niya sa loob, sobrang sleek and smooth and like malinis talaga pagkagawa, and it's lit up from the sides. Dito, you have a Bertazzoni cooktop. This is Italian, kasama na rin to. But yung exhaust, guys, boom. Sobrang linis. You don't see it from the eye level, but when you need to cook, meron kang splash guard thing, and then may ilaw na siya, and then it turns on the exhaust right away. So the thinking with this space is that while you're doing the dishes, while you're cooking, you get to interact with everyone pa rin, from the dining table to the living area. Parang ano siya, maliit na skypad yung layout niya. On the other side, you have the bedroom, so private areas on that side. Here, we have enough space for a big dining table. This is also done by Polyform. Ang ganda ng table na to, pero hindi na to kasama. Masyadong mahal na to. As you can see, sobrang luwag. You really do have enough space to move around. Then you have the counter pa rin. Ang sa bahay kasi namin, palagi kami tumatambay sa kitchen mismo. So you kind of wanted to replicate that. So when someone is cooking and when you're drinking with your friends, meron kang counter dito that everybody can just feel free to converse while you're cooking or while you're serving drinks. Dito na lahat nangyayari. For some reason, everybody still gravitates to the kitchen. That's why we invested on the kitchen dito with the Rice at Monterrazas. Parang heart din talaga siya ng bahay eh. So, you're bled to this space after. So, you have your living space. Again, sobrang maaliwalas and sobrang luwag. And you're greeted with that view outside. This is also by Polyform. So, almost all the furniture that you see right here is from Polyform. It's just kind of like our partnership with them because they're supplying us with all the kitchens in the Rice at Monterrazas. Ito, tip na tayo. One of the things that you need to do when you're installing real stone is dapat hindi siya, well, this is my preference, hindi ko siniseal yung mga gap. So if you notice the connections right here, hindi siya fully sealed. Makikita mo na meron siyang gap dito. This is kind of like my opinion. When you seal it kasi, magmukha siyang tiles. Kasi may grout, di ba? So my personal take on it is to keep it as raw as possible. So little tip lang in case you wanted to apply it in your own home. So that's this side of the unit. Now it's time to take a tour of the private side of the units naman. We start off with one of the bedrooms, then punta tayo sa master bedroom, then we'll go outside. Makikita talaga natin na dun is where the magic, for me personally, really happens, where we differentiate from any other condo development. Before we even talk about the unit, check out the view from outside. So although this is more of an interior unit, mafe-feel mo pa rin that you're enveloped in nature. So for this particular unit, we opt to place plants outside and then may mga ilaw din tayong nilagay. So the feeling is always open and breezy and maaliwalas no matter where you are in this unit. For this particular setup, ang ginawa natin is just a single bed. This can fit two of this. You can have a study here, you can have your couch while watching TV, you can have a computer area here. It's really up to the owners na. So pwede kang kids room and then you have your cabinetry on this side. So before I show you the bathroom, this is something of a detail. Very small detail, but you also want to apply in your home. Matagal namin pinag-awayan to, the location of these air conditioning units. We really wanted it to not face the people that will be sleeping here. Pet peeve ko lang talaga yun na walang breeze that is always hitting you. So in all the units here, yun talaga yung ginagawa natin. So bathroom, pretty straightforward but malinis. The interior design is very well thought of. I think what really makes this work is this chamfer right here. The angle of the door opening, mas maluwag lang yung space dito just because it is angled instead of the typical na naka-kwadrado siya. So dito, small details, we have a linear drain just so that malinis yung look and naka-tile din siya on top. And here we have an exposed shower system. So I really like doing an exposed version instead of those that are embedded. Just in case may mga problema in the future, it's very easy to just take this out and replace it versus those embedded portions where mas kailangan mong hanapin yung right parts, yung saktong magre-repair, the brand, where you bought it from, etc. etc. With this one, expose lahat ng ginawa natin just for the peace of mind. So one of our pillars talaga when it comes to designing here is gusto namin na although it looks nice, we want it to be as headache-free as possible for the future homeowners. So we really took our time to design the practical aspects such as the shower head that I just showed you. So let's move on to the next bedroom. Meron akong mga ipagmamayabang sa inyo guys. So let's check this out. Okay guys, so we're going to the second bedroom. It's exactly like the first bedroom, pero ito, we've converted it into our makeshift office for now. So this is where all the meetings happen, when we're talking to clients. But why I wanted to bring you guys here is ito, gusto ko papakita sa inyo. So these were all the awards that were given to the Rise at Monterrazas and of course our designer LLG Architects. These awards are very, very special. We promised to be transparent with you guys when it came to the whole development. So some of these awards are very, very close to our hearts. Number one for me talaga, we got this from UAP, United Architects of the Philippines, and it's for Innovation and Sustainability Project of the Year for 2024. After we presented our thesis to 1,000 of their members. So it truly warms my heart to know that we are getting international recognition. Ito is from Architizer. We are also included in their book, The World's Best Architecture for 2025. And these are all awards from AADA. This is a Singapore award. Meron tayong House Award. That one on the lower right, that's one of the biggest recognition. Hindi naman tayo nanalo, but we were very, very close. So we were shortlisted for World Architecture Festival. That's one of the awards. And we have another award from Architecture and Design Community, ADC. These are all international awards, aside from the one that was given to us by United Architects of the Philippines, and the awarding was done in Dubai mismo. So when you visit us here, feel free to visit pala. You also get to see a little bit of our scale model, which is the exact miniaturized replica of the Rise at Monterrazas. So you have an idea of when you're choosing your unit, what a unit looks like, what it would feel like. We have the two-story units right there, the units with the pool, merong penthouse, merong with jacuzzi, without jacuzzi, all these choices. This small box, white box there is where we're currently at. So right across it is the Rise at Monterrazas. So one of the pillars of the Rise at Monterrazas is really truly about sustainability. So all the parking slots that you see there, all of them will have an abang for EVs. Kadalasan kasi you have a dedicated parking slots for EVs. But for the Rise at Monterrazas, each and every parking slot, meron na siyang charging point that you can opt to get. That means that when you park your car, overnight, naka-plug lang siya, wala kang problema. No one's gonna call you na, puno na yung car mo, sir. Merong gustong mag-charge din. Can you transfer your car? Wala nang ganyan. Hindi lang reflected dito is the solar panels that we're going to be placing. All of them are going to be in the roof area. And this is going to help supplementing the amenity areas and the common areas when it comes to electricity consumption. So this longer white box right here will be our future mall. So this will serve the entire area as well as the people living at the Rise at Monterrazas. So tawid ka lang, meron ka ng walkable mall. We're designing it currently, very exciting. It's also a newer take, a very walkable mall na pwede ka magdala ng mga aso mo, maglalakad, maybe a little bit of jogging, walking around. Yun yung design yan. So very different as well. So for the future. Okay, so pag visit mo dito, you're greeted with this wide open space. We're a little bit lower, so yung mga greens yung nakikita natin. But in reality, the actual site, view yun of the city, and we're all east-facing. So pagpasok mo ng master bedroom, you're greeted with this. Meron kang wide open space. You see everything outdoor, including the jacuzzi outside. Glass panels on this side and on that other side. Similar to the other bedrooms, you face an area here that you can convert into a garden if you wish. Very maaliwalas. Imagine waking up to this every morning. For me, like, true meaning of luxury is not just about all the marbles and all the precious stones na nilalagay natin as decor. I truly feel like it's really about the lifestyle in your unit. And with this lifestyle, at morning, I can just wake up, I can slide this out, I can have coffee there, I have a bar there, sneak peek, but the lifestyle is truly something different from most other developments. So it's up to you na kung paano mo i-interior. This can be a study, this can be refrigerator, bar counter, whatever you desire, pwede to dito. And then you come inside a walk-in closet. So, meron ding mga cutouts to bring natural light in. If you notice also pala, the aircon there, merong isa not hitting the bed. We also have another air conditioning here. So even your walk-in closet is air conditioned. Meron tayong vanity here. So si wifey dito magme-makeup. Meron kang full walk-in closets here. You have the shelvings na nakailaw din. And then on this end, big opening, naka-pocket doors to in real life. And then you have an his and hers na lavatory. For all the bathrooms, naka-sintered stone tayo. Ang maganda sa sintered stone, wala kang mga etching, walang mga marks. Sintered stone is kind of like bato na they ground up and they really squeeze in together again without any epoxy, without any added material, just squeezed in together to make it as robust as possible. So centered stone, okay. You also have that 45-degree cut, which makes the space feel even wider. And dito, you have a bathtub din for parang chill ka lang dito. So, bathtub ka, tapos labas ka sa outdoor area. Pretty awesome. Okay, now for the outdoor space. You can either exit it from the master bedroom, as mentioned kanina, or you can exit it from this side. We have big glass panels here. Lahat nito naka-typhoon rated talaga. So, just a little tip from you guys, make sure meron siyang sign off from a structural engineer that it can withstand a certain rating of typhoon for your area. But makikita natin, sobrang usable yung outdoor space. Dito talaga is the best part of the Rice at Monterrazas. But if you see the outdoor space, it's all very usable. You have a bar counter here wherein pwede kang mag-catering service dito. You can drink with your friends. Merong wash area dito, which spills over to your dining area. So if you want an outdoor dining experience with your friends, kasama din to. So this is unlike any other condo living experience. When we blessed this unit, ang dami talaga namin dito. We were like 50 plus. Everybody was just picking their own spot to sit, to work, to converse. It still was able to cater to that amount of people. You also have different spaces to lounge around. So we also have a smaller, more intimate seating. Pwede kang mag-coffee dito, pwede kang mag-wine dito at night. Sobrang relaxing, especially with the view of the city. So part of the experience of being in the Rice at Monterrazas is the greens. So this is maintained by the Condo Corp, but this acts as a barrier for the unit below na hindi mo makikita. So the unit on top of you hindi nakikita, as well as the side units. That makes it feel like you're really in your own private setting. Eto guys, very small detail pero I think a lot of us can relate to. What we did here is, kung makikita natin, there's a very aggressive slope here. Pet peeve ko kasi yung parang kalawang dito because kadalasan we make it flat, diba? So this is what we've been implementing in our projects right now, na nakaslope talaga tong ledge na to, so that this will be more resistant to rusting and degradation, and then diretso na to the planters yung tubig. So part of our mission for sustainability is all these balconies, diba? Magde-drain to dito. And this is caught by a big rainwater tank. So all the rain that comes to the building, nandun siya nasa-store, and then that's what we use for irrigating these common areas, yung mga planting strips. So it's a similar design irrigation system for mga farming. So naka-embed na to dito yung mga pipes for that. Automatic na yung irrigation system. So we also have a jacuzzi lang talaga siya, bubbles. But I feel like it adds a lot to the space even if you don't use it. May ilaw to. Nakikita natin that this space transforms with the swirl ng the Rice at Monterrazas being lit up and this one being lit up as well. Really creates a very intimate and special feeling here at night. So the jacuzzi here was very intentionally designed to like mimic the swirls of the Rice and the curves. So even the fence, the jacuzzi, these curves right here also double as a seating area. So again, another set of intimate experiences dito. So again, a lot of use cases. In real life, what I imagine this to be is that maybe I take out some of the furniture here and make it into a small putting green or whatever it may be. Dito ako mag-yoga. Sobrang daming use cases when it comes to the outside space because it is so generous. So if you notice, guys, I think the beauty of being at the Rice at Monterrazas is this. You can have everything you need as if it were a home, but you're actually living in a condo. So the best of both worlds siya. Meaning, you get that condo experience where there's security guards, there's people on call to help you maintain. There's very little maintenance, and you have that lock and leave potential. If you can just lock the whole place and you know that this is well taken care of. But you also have the experience of a home. Very big, spacious areas, and pwede ka magmuni-muni like right now. Sobrang chill talaga. I think that's really what makes the Rice different from any other condo. Ito yung pa-exit na natin. This is one of the details that we really designed. We imagine a lot of people coming in and out. Sometimes you don't want them to go through your living area with dirty shoes, especially for a big party. Meron kang secondary exit. Dito rin mga big items, mga maintenance items. These are also where service people, if they need to do something in the front area, magme-maintain ng garden there, dito sila dadaan. So you can just lock your unit and dito sila papasok. Of course, magpaalam sila. Dito lahat ng mga air conditioning units natin. Meron to siyang magsa-cycle na hangin, may jet to really make the air conditioning units as efficient as possible. But what we're trying to highlight here is that efficient kasi when the machine is very near where your interior unit is. Yung lamig niya hindi nawawala as compared when it's super far away. Hindi siya efficient. So that's kind of like what we tried to do here. Also, when it comes to maintenance, mas madali rin, very accessible. This is an area where in pang-service talaga, pwede kang magtago ng mga broom closets or mga utilities that you would need for your own home. And this circles back to the outside. Added bonus, meron siyang kasamang storage area. The storage area is in line with what we want to achieve for the lifestyle of the residents here at the Rise at Monterrazas. Meaning, pwede kang magdala ng mga monoblock chairs, mga Christmas tree mo, dun mo isa-store, or anything that you would use a little less frequently, but you need it nonetheless. So, meron kang extra storage space for that. I know that that is a pain point for most condo unit owners, so we wanted to address that for this development. And then, now, we're back to your main door. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tour. I hope you kind of like know what it feels like to actually live in the Rise at Monterrazas. If you're interested in the unit, we still have a few more units left. You can click the link down below or talk to your trusted brokers, and I'll see you later.